When it comes to the strict press, the best accessories are pretty much anything that would improve the strength and muscles, individual muscles primarily involved in the strict press. So that is quite literally any of the muscles or joints in the upper bodies. A lot of times people forget things like the upper back and core, but if you want to go super specific, if you, for example, go very aggressive after your triceps, so you're talking about anything with tricep extension here, you're talking about lying tricep extensions can be perfect. You could do J-aim press, you can do, for example, I really like tricep pushdowns. If the option to do that, I have a cable system in the shed, and I literally just did really heavy and high volume tricep extensions for weeks on end. I didn't do any strict press, and I came back and I pressed 100 kilos, which I hadn't done in ages, because it can be so valuable when you think about how the strict press is done. There's essentially, if it's a dead stop rep from the first rep, if you're really honest with yourself, you're not leaning back, you're not doing any amount of knee bend. The strict press is incredibly mechanically disadvantageous for your body. It's why you can press the least amount from pretty much anywhere else. So everything that produces force involves in this. So delts, your triceps, anything that maintains posture, like your upper back, your core, is incredibly important. So pushing any of these, increasing the size and or strength of these muscles involved in the strict press will go a massive way to improving the quality and the strength of your strict press. If you look at our first strict press program on the app, for example, there's tons of assistance exercises. There's things like pike push-ups, there's weighted push-ups, there's tons of exercises there that are general to the strict press because they make such a big difference. Most people can actually tolerate quite a bit of volume and frequency of strict pressing, but it's not always the best way to go about improving your strict press, especially if you're someone who's not freakishly strong. If you're just the kind of average person, the average trainee, someone who's just not incredibly genetically predisposed to muscle mass or strength, you want to use all of the kind of weapons at your disposal or all the things that could possibly help your strict press. And that's doing things like trying to get PBs in your tricep pushdowns. That's like trying to get PBs in your weighted pull-ups, getting PBs in your weighted sit-ups, improving your delt strength and your size of your forearms. Anything that's involved directly in the strict press or maintaining stability is a great assistance exercise for the strict press. And if you push these really hard and you're au fait with strict pressing, you're doing it regularly, and you haven't pushed the assistance exercises aggressively before, you'll see a major difference in the quality of your strict press. So the best assistance exercise is whatever you can push that will improve that muscle's primary function in a reasonable fashion. So if it's triceps, extending the arm or the elbow, I should say. So something like tricep extensions. And if you can do that in an environment where you can do it over a good range of motion and you can do it as heavy as you can get, but you can do it with a consistently good technique that isolates the tricep, in addition to doing your strict press, you'll find that that is incredibly beneficial. So for you, lying tricep extensions might be a great option.